I started to talk about Thanksgiving and connecting. Thanksgiving and connecting. So, of course, the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up, right? And we celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, everybody in different cultures, different households, different religions and backgrounds celebrate Thanksgiving in different ways for different reasons. And of course, Thanksgiving, we try to get back to the word, which is of giving thanks, right? To be in gratitude for what we have, to be in gratitude for the things that we expect to come to us, and to really show thanks to a higher being first and foremost for everything that we have been blessed with. So that's what a lot of people rally around and celebrate around for Thanksgiving. If you do something different, if you celebrate something different for Thanksgiving, go ahead and hit the comment button. Let me know what you celebrate for Thanksgiving and what you celebrate around Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving, we give thanks. We have gratitude. We show the people that we care for, that we love them. We reach out to people who we haven't seen in a while, friends and family and loved ones, and we get around the dinner table, we cook together, we bake together, we laugh together, we have fun together. Some people have traditions that they normally take part in together with family. So sometimes they may go to a football game, or they may go to some other sporting event. Some people may go to the movies after Thanksgiving dinner is over. So there are things that we all do around Thanksgiving, and we always try to stay around the theme of giving thanks to, the Creator for our blessings, giving thanks to our friends and our family. And so I think that's a given, right? We try always to do that. But for Thanksgiving, many people aren't that fortunate. For Thanksgiving, it's sometimes a hard time for people, especially people who don't have families, people who may be in, situations that are uncomfortable. It's a hard time for a lot of people because they may not have people to connect with. They may not have people to have dinner with. They may not even have a home. So here it is, we're at home, we are celebrating with loved ones, which is good, but there are other people who are less fortunate. So what I wanted to talk about was that, but also, what about those people throughout the years who we just lost connection with? They may be family, they may be friends, they may be co-workers. For whatever reason, we lost connection with them. Sometimes it's because of silly things, sometimes it's because of misunderstandings, sometimes it's because of miscommunication. And tonight I want to talk a little bit more about connection. Some of you know that I'm part of the John Maxwell team, where I'm a speaker, a trainer, and a coach. And one of the things that I'm doing right now is leading a mastermind study group on Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, which is a book by John Maxwell. And in this book, he talks about ways that we can connect, right? Things that we can do to actually connect. And the first thing in connection, and I'm saying this because sometimes, for the year, we may have been neglecting some of the people who are close to us, right? We may have let some relationships lapse. We may have let miscommunication and misunderstandings come between some of our family and some of our friends. And now is a good time for the holidays to reach out to those people, to connect with them. So the first thing, and that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, just giving some connecting tips. These tips can be used for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, in the workplace, in the family, in the home, but you know what? They can be used for any situation. So the first thing is that you got to reach out. Many of us, we're waiting for somebody to reach out first and connect with us, right? We're thinking, well, this person I called last, so I'm not calling back this person. Or this person called first and said that they were going to call me back and they never did. Or some sort of silly misunderstanding that happened, and then we find that we've lost time. We've lost all this time, and with the lost time brings distance. So I'm saying that this Thanksgiving, this holiday season, try to connect with someone. Reach out first. It takes you to actually reach out first, okay? So that's the first thing. Reach out first. Second thing, connecting isn't about you. Connecting is about them. So try to find out what it is that's going on with them. How can you bridge a gap with that person or with that group of people that you need connecting with? How can you do that? How can you make a peace offering if need be? If it's something that you did wrong and it's something that you know that you should apologize for, if it's something that you know that you actually should be the one making the effort, how can you go above and beyond just calling, but actually thinking, being intentional about the connection that you want to make? How can you do that? Again, because connecting isn't about you, connecting is about the other person. So first, connecting means that you make the first move. Connecting means that you put the energy into it. How can you put the energy into making a connection happen with someone who perhaps you've lost connection with? Perhaps somebody who's misunderstood something about your relationship that you want to get back on track. So you make the first move, you put in the energy, and you put in the effort. Another thing about connection, connection goes beyond words. We've often heard that, right? It's not just what you say, but it's how you say it. And that is very, very true. So when we're connecting with others, the words that we choose to say, they account for about 7% of our communication. That's not a lot. So when we're trying to communicate with people, we often think about what we're going to say. That's good. Congratulations for thinking about what you're going to say, because words are important. But have you given thought to how you're going to say it? Because tonality makes up for a larger percent. Some 38% of our communication is in not what we say, not the words we say, but how we say it, the tone that we use, the inflection in our voices, the volume in our voices. Are we speaking loudly? Are we really timid? Are we speaking really, really low? So what's the other part? Body language. And body language makes up for about 55% of our communication. So if we're at Thanksgiving, for example, and we have a family member who we haven't seen for a very long time, who the last time the connection that we had with them probably wasn't all that great, we have to be careful and choose our words wisely. We have to be careful and make sure that our tone and how we say things is important, and then our body language as well. If it's not during a Thanksgiving dinner or a time where you actually are seeing the person in person, actually one-on-one, and you're picking up the phone, your tone of voice even makes a greater difference then. So you have to watch your words, but actually watch how you say it as well. So you're going to communicate by going first, right? By bringing the energy, by making it about that other person, not making it about you, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to connect with that person to find out where they are, to add value to them. Another thing that we can do in connection is to connect on common ground. And most of us, because if we're connecting with family, that's easy because we all have something in common. We're related. We either have an auntie in common, a mother in common, a sister in common, a brother in common, something. But find a way that you can find a common ground with that person, that you can connect with them. So I've spoken a little bit about connections. Go ahead, send me a comment if you have anything to add, if you have any questions about anything that I said. And I spoke about connecting with people who you know already, people who you've had relationships with already. But what I also want to speak about was connecting with people who you don't know. How much times we've thought about building new relationships, building new friendships, building new working situations with people. If you're a business owner, building new clientele, building partnerships with other businesses. And oftentimes we get stuck. We again, the same principles apply. If you want to connect for business, you can't wait for that person to come to you. If you want to connect to build a relationship, a work relationship, you can't wait for that person to come to you. So you have to be the one to actually put the energy in and make that first effort. So this holiday season, I want you to think about connecting with your family, connecting with your friends, connecting with your loved ones, but also making the business and professional relationships that you need. We're coming to the end of the year right now, and a lot of people are looking back to what has happened in 2016. But people are also looking forward to what's coming up. How are you planning your 2017? What connections and relationships you can build to create a better 2017 than you had in 2016, right? So think about that and think about ways that you connect in that way as well. So Again, go ahead and comment if you'd like any to say anything. If you have any questions about what I'm saying, go ahead and say that. And another thing that I wanted to talk about was also connecting beyond selfish connections for ourselves, connecting beyond building relationships that are beneficial, building friendships that are beneficial, but connecting to help others. This holiday season, what can you do to connect to help someone else? Someone else who's less fortunate. As I started saying, the holidays are hard for a lot of people, especially people who don't have family, people who don't have friends, people who don't have the means to really do the things that are common in the United States, buying Christmas trees, buying presents, shopping on Black Friday. There are some people who, this just escapes them for whatever reason. They would like to, but they can't. So, how can you help someone else? How can you help someone else by connecting with them? Can you connect with someone who you don't know who may need your help? And it doesn't have to be financial help. It can be emotional help. There's so many people who just need somebody to listen to them. Just a listening ear. Sometimes a crying shoulder, a shoulder to cry on. There are so many people who just need somebody to express themselves to share. It's said that joy shared is multiplied and grief shared is half. Joy shared is multiplied and grief shared is half. And I find that to be true in my personal life. Anytime we have something good that's going on, right? And we get excited. There's nothing that none of us experience that's really, really good that we think, I'm going to keep it to myself. Think about it. When last you had some great news? When you have some great news, what do you usually do? You call your spouse, your wife, your husband, your children, your mother, your father, your best friend, your sister, your brother. Why? Because joy shared is multiplied. And that joy that you're sharing, they start to share it as well. And it grows and it grows and it grows. And it could be something really small and it changes your life, or it changes how you feel in that moment because you shared it, you shared that joy, and it starts to multiply. Right? And on the other hand, sometimes something is bothering you. Or sometimes you're experiencing great sadness, you're experiencing great grief. And what happens? You share that with someone and you automatically feel better. You feel like a burden has been lifted. So this holiday season, I'm going to urge you to be a blessing to someone by connecting with them. Connect with someone who is less fortunate. Connect with someone who needs you, somebody just like you, to be a listening ear. If you can, connect with an organization that can use and benefit from your financial help. Many organizations, they don't ask for a lot. They ask for whatever you can give. And I encourage somebody tonight to connect with an organization where you can bless them financially with resources so that they can continue to help other people. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Connection. Connecting this Thanksgiving. Give thanks. Give, not only just give thanks, be grateful, show gratitude for all that you have. Give thanks, but also give. Give of yourself, give of your time, give of your effort. And you do that how? By connecting with others, by building relationships with people, by building relationships with organizations, by building relationships even with people who you may not know. Be a blessing to someone this Thanksgiving holiday. Be a blessing to someone this Christmas season. Be a blessing to someone this season on a whole. Thank you guys. Love you.